Hi, Steve. We're out here now. This is going to be Sarna. This is the 3 lots that Karen was talking about with the view fence. So I'm going to go ahead and try to give you a walking tour and do all 3 sites just on one video to give you the best perspective. So there may be a lot of walking, it may be a little shaky, but it might be easier than doing 3 separate videos. So there's one house being built right here, so we can see how far the back of a house goes. So this would be the backyards. You got some view fencing, but you just have a little area in here with these big 2 stories all the way across. So I don't see this being viable, and this is facing due north, so you would not even have winter sun. So we'll spin around. We see all the mountains in the background. Those back lots over there would actually be the Barrett lots that we're trying to get the view fence on. And then we'll head over here to the Amira lots. So there's the street that turns right out to Amira that just backs right up and ends out back out by Pasture Canyon. So this is the old area that we used to drive through before that was never being developed. So we were always wondering what was going to happen with all these lots. This was the lots you and I drove through last year. Okay, this would be Amira. So there's a little bit of a common area right here. There's the old development right there. So we've got all those mountains, and we've got the western view. So these end lots all have somewhat of a staggered view fence, and as we can see, normally our houses would probably be coming out to about back here. So these would be your backyard views, just almost all mountains just all the way across. And then you've even got view fence here on the side of this last lot on Amira. So it'd be nice if they could take these down a little, but if nothing could change, this is probably the best option. I prefer this right here compared to what we just looked at. Now we'll swing over to Barrett. Okay, this would be probably lot 186, right about here. So we'll start walking back, get past our setback as far as where the house would be. So once we get back, you're looking about more like this. So we can still see some of the mountains here, just depending on where those trees hit. And you've got your western sunsets coming that way. So if this was opened up a little more, it would probably give you a lot better view. So we'll just cut straight through the lots, as we had every other one. So this right here would be lot 184. So got a little bit better view of that mountain there, just depending on where these trees fall on the other side. And then this would be 182. So this would be where they're putting the home in. So this is 182. This is the model. You can see with the framing here, they've got this little knockout, so that would have been where the bay window was going to be, if we remember the master. So if the bay window on the master is right here, this is where your patio would be, right here. So you just got a little peekaboo of anything. So your backyard, you'd be kind of standing out here. So you've got those way off in the distance, but this is kind of the view from here without that fence coming down. So some of the concern really was just what was back there. So I think I've got a little time. I think we'll just try to walk back and show you exactly what we got back there. So the street does dead end right here. Now you're into the state land. So they've got the riprap, they got the wash right here. So Pasture Canyon seemed to be a little bit nicer back there as far as what this is. I mean, when you're looking back here, this is just kind of, wasteland. I mean, I could see an old chair back there, so I don't know if they would, if these were made to be view lots, if you could get this stuff cleaned up, because that's kind of what Karen's saying right now is she doesn't know if you'd really want a view of this stuff right now. But I think as this stuff got developed, if it were cleaned up, you would hope it would stay cleaned up. But this street right here just goes all the way back, connects with Indigo Sky, and then Indigo Sky would be, the back way out right over by Copper Basin that hits Hunt that way. So this is kind of it in a nutshell, just to give you a little perspective of what we're looking at and what the options are. So I'll get this sent off, and hopefully it wasn't too jittery for you. Thanks.